Preach.
Preach.
Preach. Hell, this should be Patrick Mahomes' decision. Love this when I saw this morning.
I love it as well. It's not profound, but I love it as well. Every single decision a player makes in this situation is ultimately on the player. Sure. Have you ever seen a coach kick a player on the field? Like, we talking about Sam Darnold tomorrow, seeing ghosts. You ever see a coach with his foot up in a player's back get on the field? No. That pressure, what we're talking about, is that application of coach saying get on the field. But it's ultimately up to you to hit the equal sign to say what I'm going to do or not going to do. I've been in this exact same moment. Much lesser player than the NFL MVP and Patrick Mahomes, but a franchise player who broke his foot in week 1. And they said, it's 8 weeks, Wiley. And I said, I just got paid, and I'm balling right now. I'm coming out in 2 weeks. And you know what happens psychologically to you in those moments? You read everything differently, even if it's the same. So when I saw my teammates after I had my surgery, they looking at me like, how you doing, Wiley? You good? And I'm reading that as, hurry up. Instead of just them saying, are you okay? And then you look at your coach. He's like, how you feeling? I'm reading that like, he's like, time is ticking. So Patrick Mahomes has to make the decision, but protect him from himself and make the decision for him. This is a situation we talk about pain and pain tolerance. Do you know what pain is? It's your body telling your brain something's wrong. And if you don't respect that signal, I will now call in troops in compensation from all other parts of your body to help with that pain. So if you go out there and ignore that, everything else is going to feel the weight of that.
Stairmaster this morning, Marcellus, in great pain. Should I have quit or should I have soldiered through like I did? Pat Mahomes should soldier through.
Yeah,
and,
same thing.
And again, look, because again, I'm just telling you.
Who was hitting you on the Stairmaster?
I'm just going to tell you.
Who hit you on the Stairmaster?
Here's the deal, and I was saying this yesterday when y'all was killing me or trying to kill me, is he's not hurt. It's the public pressure. It's the second guessing of guys like y'all that's going to keep this dude off the field.
No, I dislocated my finger 20 years ago. It still hurts. What you talking about? It don't hurt. And nobody's hitting
played
it.
through it. And so all I'm
saying. Not as well.
He went to the stair climber to point his fingers at us, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to respond to you, Jason Whitlock.
All I'm saying
I really
is,
don't.
If he doesn't play, it's because of the public relations pressure. They don't want to take the hit. The guy actually, I think, is physically ready to play. Everybody, he knows it. Andy Reid knows it. The doctors know it.
If everybody, I did state.
After he limped off the field, you want to put him right back? We're talking about the MVP. We're talking about the guy that is the franchise quarterback. He is the only way we're going to be able to win the Super Bowl because of the way that he plays.
Or beat the Green Bay Packers.
No, is it that big of a game? We're 5-2 right now. Yeah. Andy Reid has to save him from himself. Yeah. This has to be a long-term decision. Andy Reid has said, hey, big fella, I appreciate your efforts. Look, I love that you're out here practicing, trying to get ready. But what we're going to do is we're going to let Matt Moore take the ball this week. And if Matt Moore is worth the salt, with our offense and the weapons that we have, he's still going to be able to carry us, and we still should be able to win the game. It's on everybody else to be able to get this. But for Pat Mahomes, we need Pat Mahomes to be ready for the stretch run. Don't put him out there so he's dealing with an injury that is long-term. Andy Reid has to step in and save the MVP from himself.
I think you got to discern the situation. This could be a situation where Mahomes' his health is where if it's bearable, and I saw it during practice during the week, that he can be effective and he can make a difference, and I feel confident and he feels confident, then you put it in his hands. But you have to also be realistic in saying, if I'm watching him in practice and he really, even just looking at the clips we were just looking at, he looked hobbled. It looked stiff. He didn't move with a level.
What clips are you talking about?
The clip. Yeah, sure. Look,
watch it. You're on your Stairmaster.
What about that? What about that?
Show him from coming under center. Watch it. Watch. Look at that. That's a leg.
That leg dead. That leg dead. I've been there.
All I know is
you've seen a lot of his practice film.
No, I don't need much. I don't need much.
Go ahead.
All I'm saying is you got to be able to discern, is his knee in a situation where the first hit that he takes or the first bad movement that he takes could actually lead to him doing something much worse than what it already is right now. If you feel confident in the fact that he can get out there and power, there's a difference between powering through pain and putting yourself in harm's way and putting yourself at risk to have a much more. I keep going back to the RG3.
Yes.
I keep seeing it in my head, the RG3 game. Where
not RG3.
I'm
going to do it for the team.
At the time.
RG runs the damn ball all the time.
At the time, RG3 was RG3. When this happened, RG3 was RG3. And he finished that game with his knee being in bad shape. I just keep thinking about that moment. You can't put your quarterback in that moment, even if they want to be.
With them two hunters,
I don't agree with that.
Them two hunters, knowing that Pat Mahomes is limited, that offensive line is already kind of shaky. Man, Marcellus and LeVar are licking their chops to hit 15. No.
And let me tell you,
I'm a gristle eater, too. I'd have been taking the gristle off of it. I wouldn't not just meat. I'm going all the way down. Yeah, I'm going all the way down.
The football death of RG3 haunts us all. We saw his spirit come out of his jersey in that moment. And and the worst part wasn't what we were watching, is what we anticipated. Kevin Durant comes to mind as well in that Game 5. When you thought walking in, I don't know, we walking a tightrope here, and it happened. Here's my biggest issue. Let's distill the biggest problem with this situation. Collectively, it seems like some people's eyes are off the prize. What is the prize? Is Patrick Mahomes healthy? Is he ready to play? Here's the issue that I have, and I'm hearing people say it. They're taking into consideration, what's the Chiefs' record? They're taking into consideration, what's our opponent's record? They're taking into consideration,
when you
what's our
moved
playoff
to Kansas City.
Yeah.
You got to add that in there. How old you were when you moved there.
When we had
How
the
your grandma
conversation
felt when you moved there.
about my health,
right? Yes.
I don't give a damn about anything else. So why are we bringing those variables into the conversation? Lets you know you're a little off focus.
Listen, I'm not a doctor, but I play one on this show.
My dog.
So, look, I'm going to say the key word I have not heard, and this is the number one reason why I think he's ready to go. The key word I haven't heard, inflammation. We're just trying to get the inflammation down.
Stop with.
I haven't heard that. If you have something wrong with your
ER. What? You're acting like Eric LaSalle on ER, like you can diagnose it. Awesome stuff.
You know damn well when there's an injury, there's inflammation.
Hey, Kevin Durant. It can't get worse. Kevin Durant, it's not your Achilles. Kevin Durant, there you go.
It's your Achilles now.
It's your Achilles.
It's your Achilles now.
It's your Achilles now. Look, compensation is a mother, and it will occur. If you're not 100% here, it's a simple chain of events. It will find, if you're 97% here, it's going to look for 103% somewhere else. That is not supposed to take 103.
Okay.
There's a compensation.
Let's go this route then. We all agree Patrick Mahomes is smart, yes?
Yeah.
We all agree he's smart. He knows how much money's out there for him.
Lot.
Guaranteed.
40, 50 million a year, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Do you honestly think the guy would sit there and want to play if he thought he was hurt and could jeopardize a $200-300 million a year?
Marcellus gave it to us.
I told you.
Peer pressure.
Yes.
Peer pressure is everything.
Everybody's good if the guy misses the game.
No. Peer pressure. Internal and external. When I'm looking at these guys in the locker room and he's talking about feeling that, hey, dog, you good? That good is, hey, man, are you coming?
You coming.
We need you. It's a big game. Aaron Rodgers is on the other side.
They didn't ask him that.
Jason, don't use my example. And the example I gave you was after I got paid. I already got it in my pocket. It's gone. It's my money. That's my car. That's my new house. I give you A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, when he started to take his little help to get himself to the next level. You know what the pressure was? He said, I felt like I had to live up to what I was making, already earning. So there's pressure before you get it, and there's even more when you know you're going to get it.
What about the pressure of if you do what Kawhi Leonard did, and you don't go out there, you don't play? What's his reputation moving forward?
Man.
He'll sit it down.
Kawhi's got the greatest reputation in the NBA right now.
All right. After the fact,
after the
winning the championship.
Yeah,
all right.
Okay,
that's fine. But during that time, that's a very difficult time for that man to get through what he was getting through, all of the criticism and all that pressure that was coming your way.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.